Talk to me. Tell me what happened.
I moved in with my ex-roommate over the spring. After a few months, decided to get my own dog, seeing as he had his own dog. Went out and bought a brand new puppy, brought it home, and after a week, under his supervision, as I was off at the office at work, he lost my dog. And I had to pay $1,000 reward to the nearest neighbor who found it.
Can you tell me why he was in charge of your dog?
He was in charge of my dog because I brought a brand new purebred puppy who, in order to be taken into the office where I work, which is dog friendly, had to be given vaccinations. And for the first couple months, we couldn't get all those vaccinations in. So,
okay. And did he work from home?
And yes.
Okay.
Devin worked from home. And
did he agree to, I presume you agreed to watch the dog?
Yes,
I did, Your Honor.
All right, you can put the paper down.
Sure.
Were you paying him to do that?
Yes, I was paying him $20 a day to look after
How did the
Buttons.
dog get loose?
The dog got loose because I let him out. It was just like any other day. I let him out in the back to relieve himself. I went to the bathroom for a few minutes. To be honest, that particular day, I was a little fed up with Buttons, his dog. And so...
Why were you fed up with the dog?
That dog, that first 4 days that I watched him, he was just a living nightmare.
How so?
I have evidence that shows the damage that he caused around my place.
Okay, had you not been around the dog before you agreed to take care of the dog?
No, but...
I thought you guys were housemates or roommate. Do you live in separate... How does he have a dog that you haven't seen before?
He promised me that the dog was going to be easy to take care of, and we were good friends. I didn't feel like there was a need to, screen the dog, see if I could...
Right, but after the first day when the dog... Oh.
Yeah.
So he's a chewer and a biter. And so after the first day when the dog... so this is a picture of what? What did the dog destroy there that's all over the floor?
That's garbage all over the floor. Probably some chewed up socks, I believe.
All right, so the dog is a little unruly, I take it.
A little bit.
And is... you know that by day one. Why don't you tell him, look, this isn't going to work. You got to get a dog sitter. I can't do this.
I did, but I told him 4 days after just to give it a little bit more time to see if things might have changed.
Yeah, but by the time you told him, the dog had escaped already. Or did you tell him before that?
No, I told him before that.
When did you tell him?
The first time I told him was on July 14th. And then he escaped July 22nd.
Okay, so you took care of the dog for a while.
I would say so.
All right, so when you told him, what did you tell him? Did you tell him, hey, the dog's unruly and I can't handle this? And he said, but you gotta? Like, what's that mean? You don't have to do anything.
I told him what you got, what was bred was not a dog, it was a demon, Your Honor. And
you were kind of annoyed at him because he got a purebred dog.
That
yes,
I'm not denying, but...
Come on, it's a puppy. Puppies are usually little demons. And because you have a dog already, you should know that.
Oh, you have a dog?
Nah, I ain't got no damn dog.
The dog was so annoying that you just decided, I'm just gonna not take care of it anymore.
Well, then, whose dog is that?
Instead of just contacting your friend and being like, listen, this is too much for me. I can't watch your dog anymore.
That's not no dog. That's family. Hey, cousin.
But instead, you waited a long time. It's kind of on you, dude.
Come here, boy.
And now you're being sued, dude.
He looks really mad. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. He just misses me, that's all.
He promised me, I only agreed to watch that dog because he said that it would be a piece of cake. In the text that he has, it says, he'll be asleep most of the day. And that's what I agreed to. I didn't agree to anything else.
On the day that you're taking care of the dog and the dog escapes, you're taking care of the dog,
yes.
right? You had agreed to take care of the dog that day, and you were getting paid $20 to take care of the dog that day.
Yes.
How did the dog escape?
The dog escaped. I let him out in the backyard. I went to the bathroom for a few minutes. Took a little time to myself. Like I said,
He took a little time for himself in the bathroom. There's only two possibilities of taking your sweet time in the bathroom. You're taking a major deuce, or you're having some private time.
How long did you have the dog unsupervised in the backyard?
3 to 5 minutes, I'd say, but that's normal. That's, you know.
Okay. How did the dog escape? How did the dog escape?
When I went back out into the backyard, I noticed that there was a gap in the gate, and I figured that's where he must have escaped from.
Okay. Now,
But it was a small.
you have a dog as well, right?
Yes, but he would never
Your
have gone
dog
through that.
didn't escape.
No.
Your dog is bigger than his dog.
Yes.
Your Honor,
So,
barely.
just a moment. So the dog escapes, and you realize the dog escaped, and what do?
As soon as I figured that he was out in the street somewhere, I called him immediately right after.
And you told him your dog got loose.
Yes.
And what did you do to help find the dog?
I looked everywhere that I could within the immediate vicinity, but then I felt the rest, you know, I felt it would be best for him to wait for him and, you know, figure out how to proceed.
And was he mad when you called him?
He was more than mad. I couldn't even get a word to him. Like, I couldn't explain to him
Did
the
you
situation.
go home?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
You
Almost
did?
immediately.
Okay.
I heard my baby was gone.
Okay. And so what did you do?
I immediately drove back. All I could think of was whether he'd been run over or kidnapped. Got back, searched all over the apartment because clearly this one can't be trusted. Searched everywhere, searched the garden, went around the garden and the gate and the borders, and then ended up driving around the neighborhood for hours.
Did you ever
afterwards.
find your dog?
Yes, so after I did all that, I put up reward posters for $1,000 for the dog.
Could you repeat that number?
Oh, $1,000. I heard him just
$1,000.
fine, and so did you. Go ahead.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Bro, now's not the time to be petty, okay? You're on the defense. If the judge gets annoyed with you, she won't rule in your favor. Rule number 1 of being in the courtroom, don't piss off the judge.
Me.
Okay.
And after a few days, a lovely old lady
Oh, it took
gave
a few
the number
days?
a call. It
Oh.
took a few days. I was really worried.
Oh, you must have been heartsick.
I was
All right.
sick to my stomach.
All right. So a lady finds him and says what? How did
She-
she find him? Where did she find him?
She said she found him outside her front doorstep. Said she
How
went
far
outside.
away from you was it?
Probably a 5-6 minute drive.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how did he look? Was he okay?
He was okay. He was bloated. I think he'd been eating a lot of trash while he was out. But other than that, in perfect health, I
How
took
old
him to
was
the
this
vet.
puppy?
2 months.
And he wasn't like frenetic and upset and
He's a special boy.
that is a resilient puppy who should barely even be weaned if he's only 2 months old. And he's, all right, so now the puppy is fine. You pay this nice lady her $1,000, and she didn't say, oh, no, I'm just happy that she took your $1,000. And you feel that he has to reimburse you the $1,000
Yes.
because it's his fault that the dog got loose.
Exactly. Your
And
Honor.
your answer to that is?
No, absolutely
Why not?
First off, he lied to me. He was irresponsible.
Oh, forget about all that. You can't use that as an excuse because you knew exactly who the dog was, and the $20 was green enough.
He
for
didn't
you.
even know who the
It
dog
doesn't
was.
matter. You kept on taking care of the dog instead of saying no. Get a dog sitter. I'm not doing it. So you still have a responsibility to make sure you don't lose the dog. What else have you got?
Well,
Did you ever agree to pay the $1,000?
no.
Did you ever did he ever talk to you and say, hey, I'm going to offer a reward?
No.
And you need to pay it?
He went on his own accord to make that that missing dog poster.
Is that accurate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so if clearly he was negligent and the dog got out because he should be watching the dog and he should make sure before you leave a dog loose that they can't scoot out. A little dog is always an issue. You should be looking around and make sure there are no holes or whatever else.
Your Honor.
But no, stop. But explain to me how he is obligated now. What if you had offered $1 million? Would he have to pay $1 million?
Exactly.
In a dream scenario, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. The problem is no. Let me explain something.
Okay, why is he kind of grinning and smiling, like a smug look on his face? He's not really taking this very seriously. I don't think he really cared that much about the dog. That's what it seems like to me.
There is there has to be a reasonable relationship between your damages and the bad act. When you come to court, what you're saying is that side did me wrong and I'm out X. So if you were to tell me, Judge, I had to go to Office Depot and pay $40 for photocopying to put these flyers out. I mean, you know what? That's a foreseeable expense. So yeah, pay the guy the $40. If you were to tell me I had to put an ad in the paper, you know what? That's a foreseeable expense. Give the guy the money for the ad in the paper. Those are reasonably foreseeable consequences of the bad act. The bad act being the negligence of not being careful. Though, when you decide to give $1,000 reward, and that may be the best decision you ever made. That may be exactly what got you the dog back, so don't get me wrong. But for me to pin that on him, that has to be a reasonably related, foreseeable consequence of the bad act. You know, his version of this is, hey, that lady would have returned him to you the minute she found them anyway, because I presume your dog had a collar with the number
Yes,
and stuff.
indeed.
Right. You know, who knows if she even knew about the reward. And so it wasn't necessary for you to make an offer of $1,000. Or you could have made an offer of $100. Or you could have made an offer of $300. Or you could have made... See, you sua sponte made a decision that you were going to make this offer, and that's fine. But that doesn't mean that he is then bound by decisions that you made on your own. So, verdict for the defendant, and good luck to everybody.
All rise.
Wow, that's actually really interesting. I never really thought about it in that specific sense. That's the thing about the law. Thankfully it's like this because you have to be very specific about your burden of proof or what you're suing exactly for and why you're suing. It helps protect people from being wrongfully sued, and it also makes sure, to the best of our ability, that the right judgment is made. What do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know. Love ya.
I'll be right back.